know what you're feeling, don't care who you are being. All I know is that you seem upset. You seem upset. I don't know why he left. Made a mistake, he'll regret. Sometimes we don't see what we have until there's nothing left. What you do to me, love me so tenderly, come so naturally to you. You're the one for me, never thought it could be. Sometimes we fall, don't know what hit us at all. You don't have to be dismayed, the game's already played. No more nights alone, I swear. Just call on me, I'm there. Friends say I'm a fool, but it's you I choose. A love so genuinely, with you I can't lose. Don't know what you're feeling, don't care who you are being. All I know is that you seem upset. You seem upset. I don't know why he left. Made a mistake, he'll regret. Sometimes we don't see what we have until there's nothing left. Look for pleasure, not pain. Sunshine, not rain. Tell me why you shy away when I come close. Too afraid to let me in. He's done, I'll set you free. Don't know how someone could do you like this. It pains me to see your love disappear. I know I can love you right and get you through this fight. He's sleeping with his lies, so I guess you're gonna die. No if and but, so why tell him he has been denied? Don't know what you're feeling, don't care who you are being. All I know is that you seem upset. You seem upset. I don't know why he left. Made a mistake, he'll regret. Sometimes we don't see what we have until there's nothing left.
Welcome to the Eloquent Bar, where grown people come for conversation. I'm your girl CeCe, and before tonight's conversation start, I must shout out my sponsors. I mean, they are the reason we can have this conversation, right? Shout out to Smooth House TV. We are celebrating season 3. Smooth House TV is the smoothest place on earth. Also, shout out to D-Board Records. They are over here making feel-good music for your soul. And Smooth House Music Group. You take care of the music, and we'll take care of the business. Smooth House Music Group at gmail.com. And shout out to the international player, pimp, and everybody's daddy, Mr. Curly P, over there at CP Productions, where imagination meets reality. And also, congratulations to the motivational poet on the release of his clothing brand, FML Clothing, Faith Makes Living. Because if you're not walking in faith, then you can't walk with us. It's time for the Eloquent Bar with CeCe, where grown people go for conversation. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Eloquent Bar with CeCe. I'm your girl, CeCe. Tonight, I want to change up my conversation a little bit from what we normally talk about. We're going to talk about soul ties today. And welcome my guest, Mr. Unique.
Hello.
Hey, that was so. Hey, how you doing?
Did I throw you off?
Uh-huh.
Did I mess you up? Did I throw you off?
Yeah. You know you did, yo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, my mind kind of all over the place and everything. I felt the need to talk about this topic tonight because I noticed that a lot of people deal with soul ties.
That's true.
How would you? Hold on, my mind's somewhere else right now. But a lot of people deal with soul ties and everything, and I felt the need to talk about this topic today. So, Mr. Unique, have you had an experience with soul ties?
Yeah, I've had experience. I've, I've had I've had experience with some time
Okay, we
amongst
can't
other.
hear you.
Um,
I said we can't hear you in your phone.
can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hold
Um,
on. Can you hear me now?
mm-hmm.
No. I said, yeah, I've had an experience with soul ties amongst other things. Yes, yes, I have.
Uh-huh. You said amongst other things. Um, well, most people think that you can only get soul ties through like a romantic relationship, but
Mm,
there are multiple well other ways that you can get soul ties. You don't even have to be in a relationship with anyone to get a soul tie. You can get soul ties from just friendships and also like pets and everything like that. People get soul ties from to anything.
mm-hmm.
But
That's,
however, the biggest one it is sexual contact, if you know what I
mm-hmm.
mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I want you to elaborate on that a little bit more. What you was talking about with yours, because we was talking
Yeah.
about this earlier, and I want you to talk about yours a little bit.
I mean, well, uh, honestly, the soul tie is so. Soul tie is one of those words. For instance, like human race. Um, it's it's like human race. So human race will be the word, but then under human race, you have black people, white people, you know what I'm saying? All that fall under the human race. So when you say soul tie, you have soul ties, then you have what you call soul mates, and then you have what you call twin flames. You have to know all of those are three different um elements in life, as you say. And so with me, it was knowing whether the person was a soul tie, a twin flame, or a soulmate. And so that's we have to be able to differentiate and learn what's the difference.
The
A
difference in
soul a soul tie uh a soul tie the best way I could explain a soul tie is that family member that you don't talk to all the time, you don't text all the time, but when y'all get together, like y'all can have a good time. It's
that's the what they call the platonic
it,
soul
yeah, that's
ties.
platonic. Yeah, that's platonic. So
Mm-hmm.
but see, you have to understand too that uh this is not this aspect of life. In order to be able to differentiate and learn and know what a person where a person fit in, this is the one area in life where somebody, if you don't fit in either one of these categories, you're not for me, because this is more of the essence of you. This
Uh-huh.
is, and in order to be able to know if a person is your soul tie, or be able to recognize that they're a twin flame or a soul mate, you got to know that about yourself. You got to know, you know, what what would be a soul tie to you. You know, who would that be, male or female? Like I said, it could be that family member that you know what I'm saying. Y'all don't see each other all the time. Y'all may not talk all the time, but when y'all together, it's cool. But you got to understand too, soul ties can also be healthy and unhealthy.
Healthy and unhealthy. Yeah, it's
Right,
mostly like basically strong emotional or spiritual connection between two people.
right.
It's
It's the
only that.
spirit, it's the essence of you. It's the essence of you. This part of life you will realize that you don't know yourself the way you think you do. So we know ourselves, but do we really know ourselves? No, this is about the essence of you, the part of you that's going to live forever. And that's why a person has to fit in your life. A person has to fit in each one of these categories, especially if it's somebody who you bring in outside. Some people in life, like, family members, certain family members, we connected to, but this is the people that you bring it in outside your life. So you have to fit in one of these categories. If you don't fit in one of these categories, you're not good for the essence of me. So you have to be good for the essence of me. If you're not good for the essence of me, I don't care how you make me feel physically. If emotionally and spiritually, you don't do nothing for me, and it's always, a drain, you can't be around me. And once you learn this part of you'll be comfortable being by
Yeah.
yourself.
Now, if they are drained, that goes up under the unhealthy soul
Right,
ties. That's them
right.
unhealthy ones that you got to break free, which they are possible to break free from. Yes, some of them can be more difficult than others, but it's very much possible. Very much possible. But
Definitely.
a lot of people, it just depends on, like I tell everybody, everything is mental. Everything is mental. And it just depends on where you are mentally with the soul tie and with that person. Excuse me.
Yes, yeah, shit.
All right.
Um, yeah, yeah. But see, that's why you have to know. Uh, that's why you have to know. Again, this is the. Some people even say that this right here even goes past the mental aspect of it. This goes. This is the. I like to call it the piece of divinity that's in you. Right? It's the part of you that it's the part of you that comes from the divine. And it's a when you can recognize that, okay, I'm messing up because, or I'm going through this because I got to figure out where these people fit, where they fall in it. And again, if they don't fall in that category, you can't be around. You can't be around.
I
You got
mean, yeah, you say that, but sometimes, like a lot of soul ties, they can. Some people have their guards up and everything to prevent the soul ties or prevent attachments and stuff. But sometimes them soul ties sneak up on you, you don't even realize. Soul
finna
ties
take
ain't nothing you can really control. Because like I
shit.
said, soul ties can come. I'm telling you, soul ties can come. You don't even have to be in a romantic relationship with someone.
True,
Just
true,
being around people.
true.
I done
But
had some
again,
people get attached to me and I never had sex with them.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly. But see, when it comes to you, right? When it comes to me, is I'm not when it comes to that's why I say that this part of you, this is a different aspect of us as humans. So this part of you, you're not going it ain't gonna be no wavering, it ain't gonna be no sneaking up on you because you're gonna already once you know this area of you, you're not gonna be able to sneak up on me because I'm able to see and recognize where you fit in my life. If you don't fit in either one of these three categories, I'm not gonna let you sneak up on me because I'm already looking at you
But
and I got my
yeah,
radar on.
but that you got your radar on that person or whatever, but that's
Hmm.
not stopping them from getting an attachment on you. But like I told you, like sometimes you can get
Yeah,
it in.
but see, I guess that's right, but I guess I'm speaking from an aspect of you ain't gonna even get close enough. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna know myself well enough where you're not gonna even get close enough to me to get any type of title. Because when I see you, and after even a few conversations
So
or
I
maybe
mean,
three,
how do you stop a attachment? Connections
it
between people should be held in the highest regard.
it should be. It should. It should.
Yeah, and
Because
some of them
what was
you
you
can't.
finna ask?
Some of them you can't prevent. like with my field where I work at, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I get soul ties with people like that, but
Right.
it's an emotional time.
Right.
And if
No,
I have
fact.
to
Fact.
continue working with that person over and over, it can build a connection or whatever. Like I have
But,
one person that keep in touch,
but
updating this and that, and because of who I am and how I move, I get a lot of people that be attached to me, and I have to keep
see
my
that.
boundaries. That's why I don't let people around me. I try to avoid it, but sometimes I can't avoid it. I don't like to be touched. I don't
What you mean?
like if
What do you mean when you say because people only get as close as you allow them to get. That's why you say it has to be in the held. That's why when we saw the comment that said held in the highest regard. Um, yes, I can yes I have to deal with you to a certain extent, but I also got to protect and know that in the the essence of me, I got to know if you are a person that's a soul tie, a twin flame, a soulmate, or a leech, because you can have those and see are leeches are good at picking on people or targeting out people that that do have big hearts. Like they know those type of people, and those be the type of people, the ones with the big hearts that get hurt, right? Those be the ones because
but
you
you're right. But
genuinely want to see them do well. You want them to, be, you want them to be good, right? And
mhm. But that's where
because,
that discernment come in there, and that's when
right,
you
there
can
you
read
go.
energy and this and that. Now
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand where you're coming from with that, because with
there
me
you
being
go.
who I am, I do get a lot of people like that.
Right, there you go.
In fact, I have a friend of mine feel that type of way, and like
Right.
he always tell me, "You too nice. You too nice to people. You're gonna end up getting hurt." Excuse me, I had to eat my ice or whatever. But he always tell me, "You're gonna get hurt." But with me, who I am, the way I carry myself, I didn't realize that with a lot of people. And like I told him, "Hey,
Love it.
Rachel," like I told him, um, I have learned who I am. No cockiness or anything like that, but
Never cocky.
I know how to remove myself from people's life. And when I
Mm.
remove myself, that is going to do more hurt to you than it's going to do to me.
Can
That's
I
like
ask you?
now I'm gonna be okay. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. So I definitely understand it, but what about getting to know yourself well enough where I'm not gonna have to remove your life because I'm not in your life. I'm in your so you can be in a person's life and um those um those bonds and those ties again, this is about the essence of you. This is about, this goes deeper. This is about what makes you you. And again, in order
Mhm.
to know if a person is a soul tie, a twin flame, and a soul mate, you have to be able to answer that question. What is the soul tie to me? What would my soul tie look like? How would my soul tie make me feel? What would my twin flame? Because you got to know the difference in each one of these. And
I
see,
mean,
that's
you
why.
making it seem like you can only get certain. You make it seem like only okay. For the people that don't know, I didn't really want to touch into like soulmates and all that, twin flames and stuff. But for me, soul
Mhm.
ties is completely different from that. You can get a soul tie with your twin flame. You can get a soul tie
Right,
with your soulmate. You can get a
right,
soul tie with whoever, whatever.
right. Facts,
You can get a
facts,
soul tie with them. So
facts.
I mean, like I said, some soul ties. You was asking me a question and I didn't get the question, but some soul ties you don't realize that they happening because some relationships that you have to have with people, you don't even realize that it's creating a soul tie
But wait a minute.
because
Remember what we said. What we said a soul tie is. So a soul tie. If we gonna say, if we gonna make it, because we know we have people. Me and you understand. But we have our and shout out to Twitch too. I'm looking at. We have our people that listen that may not understand what we're saying. So, a soul tie is that person. First of all, a soul tie can be healthy and it can be unhealthy. It can be good and it can be bad. It can be romantic or platonic. But a soul tie is like your best friend. A soul tie is somebody who emotionally and spiritually y'all got ties. Like y'all, a lot of times we may say the best friend. You 40 years old and you and a young man or a young lady have been like best friends, and it ain't never even went to a romantic thing. Y'all have a relationship with people say that ain't true, but y'all got that. That's more of a soul tie where I don't have to talk to you every day. I don't have to see you every day, but when we do vibe, or like your family member, that's what a soul tie could be. Like their family member, we don't talk all the time, but we at the family reunion, but the weekend, oh yeah, we kicking it. We ain't never stopped. So a soul tie is
I
somebody
got
that's
a family member like that, but we ain't. I mean, it's
a soul tie. When we say that too, CeCe, a lot of people think soul ties, got to be with the opposite sex. It don't have to be with the opposite sex.
no.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. And I agree. See, that right there is it. A lot of people feel like and think they got a soul tie with somebody, and they really don't. It's an emotional damage. It's just like
It's it's still a strong emotional or
right.
spiritual connection between two people, which is still a soul tie.
Well,
Because
it's
it's a
not.
strong emotional feeling. Like it's just it's just
I see
depending
what
on
you're
if it's
saying.
healthy or unhealthy.
Yeah, right. That's yeah. That's it.
That's
It
where it
depends on if
bounces.
it's healthy and unhealthy. Right.
Yeah, because
Right.
you can have a soul tie with someone, and it's the best. I mean, like that's the best thing because it's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna help you prosper. It's gonna bring positive in your life.
Right.
But
Right.
if it's
Right.
draining you
Right.
or you feeling down and all of that stuff, if
Right.
it's not,
That's
if you feel
that's like
negative feelings
right.
behind it, that's an
Right.
unhealthy one.
It's unhealthy. Unhealthy. Exactly. That's why I say it's that like their best friend. Soul
Yeah,
ties. Soul tie because you can't so like a soul tie could be soul tie is one of them things that could last a few, you know what I'm saying, maybe a couple of weeks, or you know what I'm saying. But it's soul ties is something a lot of times. A soul tie is somebody that soul ties is right. If it's not attached and you think it is something that's this, right? If it's not balanced out, that's the problem. And then sometimes we'll find ourselves like we'll feel like we forced into something because we know how the other person feel. We got empathy. We can see it. And so that's what it mean when they say when you think you got a soul tie and it's not. Because and that goes back to your point, what you were just saying. That's unhealthy. So that's something you got to get away from. Because you don't
I
want
mean,
anything
but
to
if it's
bring
still
your
an
essence.
emotional connection, if you're feeling emotional about it, it's still a soul tie. I
So
mean,
what
because see,
that's true.
that kind
No,
of goes
we don't
along, and
disagree.
that
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you.
way.
I don't disagree
That
with you.
kind of goes along the line of like the people who can feel other people's energies and stuff. That's
Right.
where I'm feeling that Leon coming from with that,
Yeah.
and
No,
I understand that.
yeah.
I get where you coming from with that.
Yep. And see, but see
But
again, this is you got to remember this is all about this ain't
you
about
gonna know
feeling,
the difference in a
it's
soul tie, and you just feeling some type of way about
right.
somebody. Because a soul tie gonna make you, in a sense, lose your mind. When you
See, no, you
it
talk that
depends. It ain't gonna say lose your mind. It depends. If
right,
it's an unhealthy one,
right, right,
yeah,
right, right.
it's gonna
And
make you
that's what we
feel
got
like
there to
you're
make
losing
the
your
difference.
mind because you're gonna always be thinking about that person. You're gonna feel like you dependent on that person. You gonna feel like you can't live without that person. That's unhealthy.
Right.
That is
That's,
unhealthy.
and that's something you have to get away from because that brings down the essence of you. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
said this is more about this right here. In order to realize what if you my soul tie or not, I gotta be able to tell you what I am in
But
your life.
you making it seem like you making it seem like soulmates and stuff like that. Like they say everybody got a
Right,
soulmate,
right,
flame this
right,
and that.
right. It's like
That's not
right,
that's not
right. That's it's exact. It's like love and not lust. You can lust after someone. You could be infatuated. You could be in the. You could be infatuated with the thought of what could be. And if you're not securing yourself, a soul tie can become your exactly. That's why I say you have to know who you are. This is about the essence of you when it comes to your soul, because that's why I say a soul tie. A lot of times, it's gonna be something that's built over time. Best friend, that's a soul tie. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, if you got anything that's unhealthy pulling down on the essence of you, it don't belong around you. So it's a soul tie that you like. It's a soul tie, but it's one of those things that's got to be disconnected because it's bringing down the essence of who you are.
that's if it's an unhealthy
That's what
soul
I was
tie.
just. Yeah, that's what I said. If it bring down, if anything that brings down the essence of you, that
That's
puts you in
unhealthy.
exactly, and that's what you have to get away from. You have to get away from that because you have to know. You have to. You know what I'm saying? You have to protect yourself as well. You have to better protect yourself because I come first. And so I agree. But now if it's healthy, those that's healthy is gonna add to the essence of you.
You're
I
gonna
don't
feel
I don't
energized.
like energize. Yes. Agreed.
Hmm.
Agreed. Agreed.
You're gonna feel it in sense like safety. Like
Right. Right.
um some
Protected
people
maybe.
get, yeah, being protective, possessive, like, but not possessive. But see, some people get that kind of.
Look at boy. Well damn. Okay. Uh, okay.
I
Hey boy.
wasn't ready for that one.
I fucks with it. You know, you got your train of thought.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm.
okay. Some more signs of healthiness in a soul tie. Like you can truly feel like you being yourself and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Experiencing mutual feelings with empathy and all that. So I mean,
Right.
it's a healthy soul tie and unhealthy. If it makes you happy and it adds to your life, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right. You have to
Nothing
protect
wrong with
it.
it.
It's a
It's the ones that
go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. That's a conversation for for another one of your podcasts, Miss CeCe.
Yeah.
But see,
Yeah.
so we got to you got to we have to so when it come to we have to be careful too because when it come to soul ties um remember it's emotional and it's spiritual. It's the essence of you, right? It's the essence. So like you said, if it bring down your essence, then yeah, you may be a soul tie, but I have to get rid of you because you bring down my essence. But in order for me to be able to get rid of you, I have to be able to identify where you fall and know that ain't what you know what I'm saying. And I got to love me enough and know myself enough to walk away from those unhealthy. Those healthy ones you want to keep those around because they add to your essence.
They
They
add
add
to your life. Mm-hmm.
they, they add to you. You know, and them the ones that you want to have. Like you wanna have those. Like you want to have those. Those are good to have. We have to be able to be able to first identify it in ourselves first. Identify it in ourselves first.
Yeah, that's. But you're speaking on the ways to take the step to break an unhealthy soul tie. And like you say, the first step is acknowledging it that
Right,
it is
right.
unhealthy.
There you go. You have to point it out.
You
That's
gotta
the very first
acknowledge it.
thing. And say, damn, that's it, right? But see, remember, Miss CeCe, I just said when it comes to this part of your life, everybody in your life, you should be able to put them in one of these categories because that's the essence of you.
Baby, I don't have no categories because right now the way I live,
Right. Exactly. Boy. Right. Both sides ain't hidden from
baby,
mother.
I ain't allowing nobody in my life. But
You say you did what?
I said I'm blocking everybody out of my life right now. So,
But see, that's good.
yeah,
Like that's
it's very good,
good.
especially for me right now.
That's good. That's good because sometimes we have to. Sometimes we was talking in the green room, and I said this part of life right here. This part of life right here will really show you that you don't really know yourself as well as you think you know yourself. Because when you are able to identify where people fit at in this aspect of your life, and a lot of people don't realize how big of an aspect of your life this is, because a lot of times this aspect of your life is really going to affect everything else. If this aspect of your life don't sit right, you would never be able to see, well, why would this affect this? But then when this side ain't going right, your energy off because of something else or something else going on, or you not feeling right, or they not feeling. It affects everything.
A lot of people don't believe in like energy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Start over with you.
Yep. Good one.
A lot of people don't believe in like soul ties, energy exchange, and all that stuff. People ask me a lot of times, if you know me, you know I do not like to be touched.
Right.
I do not like for anyone to touch me.
Yeah.
Because I can feel people's energy, and I don't like it. So if you touch me, most likely, yeah, I'm gonna go off on you or flip out on you. Especially if you going through some things or whatever, because I'm gonna pick up on it, and I don't like. I ain't gonna say I don't like that, but if I'm not expecting or ready for it, that's too much. But it's like, oh, baby.
Right.
A lot of things that I talk about, some stuff that I talk about is kind of personal. So,
yeah.
But
I'm listening. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh. Facts. Energy can be stored. Your energy can be stored in yourself. Again, that's huh?
I'm just trying to pull myself together.
Oh, you all right? I get you. So we have to this, and I'm glad you was talking about this because this part of this is the part of life that will show us I don't really know myself as well as I thought I did. Because again, this is, exactly. And when the energy is taken away, and like Miss CeCe said, it's unhealthy, you have to, but see, this is what they call that rebuild. You have to, because now if I'm able to identify, but this is the part of my life, because we don't realize how much this really means. We don't really, because this again, it's about the essence of you. It's about the essence. It's about the part of you that's gonna live forever. And that's, when you talk about getting to know yourself, that's the part. That's what getting to know yourself means. Not thinking, but not saying I like this type of person. I like this type of person. I like this for food. I like that for food. That's not
I
what you
don't.
mean.
I don't
You
think
still
it's more so of getting to know yourself better. I think it's more so of pulling out that side of you, because you don't know yourself. You know this stuff is inside of you. It's just
right,
like for me, I'm a nice person. I don't like to be mean to people or whatever. But
right,
however, going through an unhealthy soul tie with someone can
right.
bring out sides of you that you never thought would come out.
So, I'm glad. I know you had said that earlier. I was gonna ask you something. So, if a person is able to, right? If they're able, and I say you, but I'm not talking about you. I know, and I know you don't want to listen to me thinking I'm talking about you, but if a person is able to recognize that, right? They're able to recognize that, okay, this is a soul tie, but it's not one that I need, right?
Hmm.
How do you know that and still put yourself in this situation, or do they be like, man, and do it as fast as they can, because I was just finna, you taking my essence out. You suck the essence out too. Right. Negative affects your psyche more than people. Exactly. Because as it starts to be your personality. But again, that all goes back to a person has to know themselves. I have to be able, in order for me to recognize this, I have to be able to say the soul tie that Mr. Unique, and I need to be able to identify that within me. So I know if you don't hit these aspects, then boom, you got the roll. Male, female, young, old, black, white, it don't matter. That's why I say this part of your life is more important, and it's going to teach people. This part will teach you that you really don't know yourself the way we think we do. And those are the ones that's unhealthy that Miss CeCe was talking about. The ones that tie your hands in you. You're not going to have me constrict, because I love me more. I know this is a tie that we have to break. You bring it down the essence of it.
You don't put the we in there, because baby, you can break soul ties without that person.
Oh, there you go. All
Put
right.
that we in there, because I get touchy with that. I don't need nobody
There you
help for
go.
this and that. I can do it on my own. That's just how
There you
I
go.
move. So I don't. Everything is mental.
There you
I don't
go.
want nobody to think that me and Jody got a soul tie, so I need Jody to help me break this soul tie.
Right,
Hell no,
right.
you don't need Jody to do shit. In fact, what you need to do is break that contact with Jody. Once you stop talking,
Yeah.
once you break that contact with Jody, it's gonna start
Mm-hmm.
breaking that soul tie. Even if you
Not
can't
Jody.
do it,
Not Jody.
now, baby, my Jody got to stay around. Well, let
Not
me
Jody.
say Billy then, Billy.
Yeah, not Jody. Go
Jody
ahead.
gonna stay around. Jody my Splackavelli for the folks
There
that
you
know
go.
what it is, y'all. But now, when you break that soul tie, you have to break that contact with them, or break.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't break it completely, for some people, you cannot break it completely. If you try to do it cold turkey, that shit gonna backfire on you and it's gonna hit hard.
Yeah, you gotta use wisdom, right?
You got it, yes.
Yeah, you gotta
But
use wisdom.
you have to break up your routine. Like if you talk to them every day after you get off of work or whatever, you gotta stop talking to them every day after you
Mm-hmm.
get off of work.
Mm-hmm.
Get off the phone, like, hey, yeah, don't answer the phone, but if you sure you need to answer the phone,
Oh,
then
there. She telling y'all something. Go ahead. I'm
uh
sorry. She telling y'all something.
yeah.
She telling y'all something. You right.
But you have to break that
Agreed.
connection.
Agreed.
You have to break that connection. And if you don't stop contacting them all the time, it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
hard. Change your daily
Mm-hmm.
routine. Find you another friend, or find you something else to do that's gonna take your mind off of them, take that connection that you have with them away. You
Mm-hmm.
have to.
Don't even use that. Don't even use that. Don't even let that energy out.
Don't let the energy out.
Don't even, don't even let the energy out. And I agree, Miss Parker. We are rebuilding ourselves every day. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
I agree with both of y'all. We definitely rebuilding ourselves, and we gotta, like she said, you can't just, but you can't, you don't want it to backfire on you. But you, like
You
she said,
don't.
you don't make that call every day. You know what I'm
Cause
saying? Especially when you know, like you said earlier, when the first step into fixing it is being able to identify.
acknowledgement.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You can acknowledge this the problem right here. Then. And once we do that, we know now what our move needs to be. And like you said,
Mm-hmm.
use wisdom, be smart about it, right? Because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but I got to get the fuck away from you.
I gotta get away from you and
Yeah.
shit. And like, like for me, like I told a friend of mine the other day, whew, I don't want to put this out there, but I'm gonna do it.
Mm.
I'll be 40 years old this year, y'all.
That's it.
And for
Okay.
39 years of my life, I've been investing into other people and not investing
Mm.
into myself.
Mm.
And I
Mm.
told her, I said, baby, this year, when I hit 40, it's all
Mm.
about me. Sorry, not sorry. I'm gonna be
Sorry, not
selfish
sorry.
as fuck. I'm gonna
Yes,
take care of myself.
yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna do for me. I'm gonna make me happy. And sometimes you gotta do that.
Agree.
You may feel bad, but I mean, hey,
Right.
you gotta do for yourself.
I can't. I can't
If you're
help
not
my.
helping yourself, you can't help others. You're absolutely right.
Make sure you
I gotta
straight
be here
around.
for me.
I agree.
I had
I
some baby. Oh, I had somebody to tell me that. Let me see if I can recall what he told me. He gonna say some. I told him I was sick or something. I was
mm-hmm.
in the hospital during that time, and I was like, well, I was trying to get myself back together. And he want to tell me, oh, you being selfish. You need to think about me. I'm going through something,
Oh,
and you can't be here for me. I'm
you said you was in
like,
the
oh,
hospital?
yeah, I was in the
Oh
hospital.
wow.
I was just getting out, something like that. And I'm like, I'm thinking to
Wow.
myself, nigga, how the fuck am I gonna be here for you if I'm not here? Like, first of all, I gotta take care of myself first.
That
If I
makes
don't
sense.
take care of myself, I can't be here for you.
Oh, that make a whole lot of sense. Make a whole lot of sense.
I can't be here for you.
That make a
But
whole
yeah,
lot of sense.
that shit, baby, that wasn't no soul tie, but shit, I was glad that I think he had one of me. I think he
Yeah.
had a soul tie on me, but baby, no. Mm-mm. I had to help him break that soul tie. Cause hell no, you talking that
You
nonsense.
said you had to help him.
I had to help him on that one. I had to force that one.
I'm like, it was a good conversation though.
Cause
We
man,
got to, we got to, and I actually, uh, I like I like what you was talking about. You should talk about, you should go into the next part of it and do twin flame next week. Let's get the people, let's teach them the difference. This matters in life. This lets you know what type of relationship to have with people.
phew, you bringing out this side of me. Okay, if they want this side, they want to be taught that. I teach them.
And sometimes you never know. You got to go wherever the universe is taking you. But see, too, we always got to understand too that we we um we we always is if we
Yeah,
always learning. We can always, you know what I'm saying. It can always it's helping everybody. And sometimes, you got to go with what the universe give you because this is a major part of people of
I don't
life that
know, cause I've been fighting lately. Like, why do they got to be in my life? Like, no disrespect. I mean, but I could have that lesson. I mean,
but you know what though? You know what though? I'm gonna let you see. If you ask that question, why they got to be in your life, it's time for them to go because that's the last thing that you should ever have to ask yourself, no matter who it is. Why are they here in my life? 'Cause maybe they was in your life for a reason, and it was, you know what I'm saying. They
for a
had a,
lesson,
you know what I'm saying, and we held on too long. We should have
it's
been let
time
go,
to
but
cut,
yeah, it's time
cut,
to man. Look, like they do
burn
a
it.
baby when
Like she say, burn it,
burn it, burn
get
it.
rid of it.
but you will feel free. I'm not saying you, but we talking to our audience. You will feel free. Once you do that.
Baby, I already feel. Go ahead and say, yeah, I got some soul tie, but in fact, I'm finna show y'all how to release a soul tie because I got one right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, I'm in the work of it right now. In fact, that's why I decided to do this show.
Yeah, you said you building on it right now.
So I'm working on it right now. Like I said, it's not gonna be easy. But however, I got you. So I know I can do it. That's why I got defensive when you said we gotta break a soul tie. Now, I don't need his help to break a soul tie. I can break that for myself.
My apologies. My apology. My apology.
Nah, you can do it. You don't need.
You know what? That's the realest thing I done heard somebody say in a long time. Sometimes the universe tell people something and the person don't know how to listen. That's a lot that he just said. That is facts. We don't know how to listen. We don't know how to listen because it's unfamiliar to us. But look, we say we have faith and we believe in God, whatever God is to you. You say you have faith and you believe in God, but let me ask you this. If you always going to what's comfortable for you and not listening to that first mind, and you going what's comfortable, are you really believing in God and your faith, or you going with something that's because it's comfortable? Yeah. Yeah. So do.
Yeah, I'm taking my show to another level with this. But we gonna go there. We can go there though.
But see, when you, I'm grateful for that comment because that's major.
I'm gonna go off a little bit with that one. It's not that the person don't know how to listen. It's the person that they don't want to listen. Because first of all, for instance, like let's say that soul tie, you got this soul tie with Billy.
Right.
You attached to Billy, but universe or God, whoever you call your God, tell you to let him go. But I don't want to let him go. You hear him telling you to let him go, but you just don't want to let him go. So I ain't gonna say you don't know how to listen. You just don't want to.
Why they don't?
Because they comfortable. They don't want to listen because they comfortable. They're comfortable with what they're going through. Because like I just told you, when you break a soul tie, it's not comfortable. It's not gonna be easy, but it's very much possible. But it ain't gonna be easy.
It is. I agree. But see, but in a way, he said they don't know how to listen. You hearing them, but if you listening, it's not gonna be. I don't want to. You didn't realize that. Okay, now I got to go. I got to roll. now. You know what I'm saying? So how many times have we gotten in situations and we'll sit there and say, "Damn, if I listen to my first mind."
Yeah, I've been exercising it lately. Like my first mind, I've been following my first mind a lot. It's not easy, but hey,
it's definitely not easy. But every time we talk, I try to. I do it. I tell people like they say you don't buy the fruits. I don't do nothing that I don't. You know what I'm saying? That first mind, because that first mind is God talking to you. You can't never go wrong when you think about it. Anytime you was in a situation, you said I should have listened to my first mind. If you would have listened to your first mind, you wouldn't have went wrong. You could some told you to stop by the stove, grab you a bag of chips, but you was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go to work." Now you late because you done went to work and you in stuck in the traffic. Damn, I should have said went and got them damn chips. I probably would have missed this shit.
Nah, that was like me when I was getting ready to go get something to eat tonight. I was turning up in the parking lot, and some said, "Okay, when you leave, go this way." And I was like, okay. My first mind said go to the right. So when I'm pulling in the parking lot, I seen the police go to my left. I said, "Oh, okay, I see why my first mind said go to the left." So yeah. Follow your first mind.
Follow your first mind. That first mind is always. But see, that's the difference between listening and hearing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference between listening and hearing.
Listening, hearing, and
Right?
obeying.
You actually listened this time. You didn't hear it and just went on. No, you listened, and the moment that feeling hit you, you was like, okay, all right, well, boom, and then not many you saw it. Oh, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Always that first mind. I like
Follow your first mind.
you should you should take it
And
a
see,
little
a
deep.
lot of times you sit here and you'll sit here and be like, it don't make sense. Why would I do this instead of doing that? But because you don't know what your outcome, that's your guide, your spirit guide is telling you, hey, I see what's gonna happen. You don't see it.
Right, right. That's your higher self. That's your higher self telling you. That's your higher self telling you,
That's it.
hey, do this.
Mm,
And I
do
guarantee you,
this.
if you listen to that part of your, but that goes back into getting to know who you are, being familiar with that feeling, and that 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 instinct. That's
Yeah,
that's
because it's
that.
like
I was trying not to
watch
say
each
it, but
other.
since you said it,
It
since
never,
you
it never leaves you.
since you
Yep,
said,
watch your third eye. That's your
since
your intuition. Your
you,
intuition, baby. A lot of people try to make you feel like you crazy with a lot of stuff, but that intuition is not gonna lie. Like I
mhm,
promise you, it's gonna have you thinking. I ain't gonna say you thinking you're going crazy. It's gonna make you feel some type of way. It's gonna make you feel like, why? Why am I experiencing this? And why am I experiencing it? How did I know that this person was gonna do this to me or try to do that to me? It puts yourself
mhm.
ahead.
But
A lot of
again,
people that
that's why
don't understand.
they don't. But again, that's why I say it is. That's why I say this part of you right here. As the more we get into this, the more the the more the audience will start to understand what I mean when I say everybody in your life must fit in your life in one of these categories. Some people we can't. It's just no way around, right? It's some people you just you know, but the people that I'm actually bringing into my life, people that the outside besides the normal circle. Because you got your normal circle that no matter what these folks gonna be the mama daddy. No matter how mad y'all be at each other, before the end of the day, I hope you get that shit together. But anybody that I'm bringing outside of that, you have to fit in one of these categories in my life. If you don't fit in either one of these categories, you can't be in my life. I don't care how nice I am, and I don't care how nice you are. You just don't do
Oh,
that. And that sounds like jackasses, but that's real.
no, no. I'm just. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love my family. But I'm that type of person, baby. I don't care who you are. If you don't fit in my life, if you bring negative in my life, I don't care who you are. You gotta
Right?
go.
I, I agree with that, but it's we got those. Well, let me say it like this, because yeah, you're right. Let me say it like this: those people that if we got a phone call at 2 o'clock in the morning that something happened to them, it'll fuck us up. Those type of people. Those type of people hold the ones that hold special places in your heart. Because a lot of times those type of people ain't even family. So like blood family. So
Everybody hold that. Everybody hold that place in my heart, though. If you could put like this, you got my number. You can hold it. Place in my
okay,
heart.
that makes
I
sense.
don't care. I don't care who you are. I tell
Yeah, that makes
people,
sense.
if you need me, call me. I don't care
Yeah,
what time it
I-
is.
hey,
That's
but you
just
know what?
me, who I
Let me
am.
ask you before we get at it. Those people you've built a relationship with over the years, right?
No,
You ain't built. You got someone that you just met yesterday.
ain't just met yesterday, but just met about a month or two ago.
Okay, but that's enough. I feel like that's enough time to kind of, you know what I'm
And
saying.
like, and like
I think that.
I tell you,
Go ahead.
like, because of who I am, like, I'm natural caring person.
Yeah.
So I don't care. I can go out in the street right now and meet somebody. If they need help with something, I'm gonna try to help them. But if
Right.
I pick up they ain't got no good energy, then I'm like, oh, okay, this and that. But if I meet somebody today and they need my help, call me. If you need somebody to talk to, call me. I mean, but that's who I am, though. That's how I move.
So
That's,
I was gonna ask you something. I just slipped my mind.
but
I was gonna
I
ask
mean,
you.
that's what a friend of mine tell me. He's like, you too nice. You too nice. You don't let that hurt you, and it's not gonna hurt me because I put that guard up. And I mean, if you know me, you know. If you know me, you know how I move.
But see, I can. You still got the. You still got to. You can be a. You can. Because I agree with you. You can be a nice person. You can be a nice person, and you can care for. You can be that. But you can also be too much of that.
Yeah.
And when you are too much of that, that's when bonds and shit that's not supposed to happen.
No,
Because
sir,
again,
not all the time. No, no, sir, not all the
it,
time.
it,
Because
it,
it's
it,
like with me being a life coach. When the people come to me,
right,
I'm building a relationship with them because they trust in me with their
right,
information.
right,
But I mean, but I know how to keep. That's when what you meant is basically boundaries. You gotta
right,
learn how to set
hey,
boundaries between us.
right, right, right. And you can't cross your own boundaries.
You can't cross your own boundaries.
You can't be such of a giving person that you find yourself crossing. I agree with that you crossing your own boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's why I say everybody in your life that's outside of that special group of people. We all got that special group. Anybody that's outside of your life,
Yeah, that group of me.
fall into any one of these three categories, whether they are soul tie, soulmate, or twin flame, they have to, because this is again the essence of you. This is you. This is you. This is beyond. This is beyond. What am I trying? This is it's beyond my feelings, because this is the nitty gritty of me. That's why I say this type. When you really do this, look at this. When you really look at it and you break because again, you have to be able to identify who you are in each one of these in somebody's life, and that way you will know.
Wait, I don't. I mean, no disrespect, but where you put me at in your life, I can care less. I mean, I care, but I don't care. Like you can't. Oh, you don't mean shit to me. This and that. Okay.
Right.
I'm not going to sit here and work. I mean, it matters to me where I have you at in my life.
Right.
But where you put me at,
right.
I mean,
right.
I care,
right.
but I don't care. I'm not gonna sit here and stress over. Oh, you
No.
don't call me your friend. I'm just an associate.
Right.
I'm not gonna worry about that.
I don't give a damn about that. Right. I agree with
no
that.
disrespect, but I mean, I'm just saying.
No. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. But we got.
I got other. What they say? I got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish to fry. Come on, man. Come on now.
So I mean, because like I say, no cockiness, but I know who I am. I know my worth. I know what I bring to people's lives. And I'm not going to go sit and beg to be in your life.
Yeah,
if you want me in your life, I'll be here in your life. But I'm not going to chase you. That's like this one guy thinking that I'm going to chase him, baby. Hell no. No, I don't chase. I attract.
Exactly. I give myself a good look. That's the reason why my circus. Exactly. Because see, that again, it goes into so it goes into the essence of you, right? It goes into, and like you said, I don't give a damn like where you know what I'm saying, because I don't give a damn where you put me at. I feel you, like it don't matter, but it does matter where I put you. So that's why I'm gonna know, you know what I'm saying, where you at. And we have to be mindful. We have to be mindful.
You gotta be
We
mindful, and you got to
have to be
basically
mindful.
identify the red flags. Like I forgot what movie that was, but
Hmm.
Harley Quinn, baby, that man gave her one red flag, and she took him out. And
Hmm.
that's
But
hey.
see, I, I, I guess I guess I'm looking because I ain't gonna even let you get close enough because I'm a like I'm a know just from you. You know what I'm saying? If my gut feeling, you could be walking toward me. If my gut feeling don't feel, I'm finna turn around and go the other way. So I'm not even finna, you know what I'm saying? But we do have times where we dismiss that we don't, like you said this one, like you said just said a few minutes ago, you listen to your first mind where we don't listen to that first mind. And that gut feeling told us to go the other way. And now we got ourselves in a situation where emotionally, spiritually,
So what do
we
you do when you can't avoid that? Because there's some situations you can't
can't.
avoid.
No, no, no. You when it comes to when it I can control um I control who I control who I let get close to me and how close I'm going to get to you, no matter who and what you are. So if I'm seeing, you see what I'm saying? I'm seeing I'm not gonna even allow you to get that close. So if I'm in a situation where uh I meet somebody and
Now look at it on different levels because
that's what I
I
am.
feel
I'm looking at
I
it on both
feel that
sides.
I feel that you're going at it kind of in a relationship, but as we
Right.
see
That's
that you can get soul ties and stuff
without,
without
you know what I'm saying?
relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to
Uh-huh.
be because it, you know what I'm saying? But see, the one thing that messes it up is when it's not a relationship, but we're doing relationship things. We doing relationship things, we having relationship conversations, and that's not, you know, it's supposed to be just a
Okay.
platonic thing, but
But
it's
no, okay, hold on, because you can get a soul tie with, like me being a woman, I can get another soul tie with another woman. I can get
right,
soul
right,
tie with anybody. So
right.
therefore,
Anybody,
when I'm
right,
like, it's an emotional
right.
connection between two people.
It's emotional and
So
spiritual.
emotional and or
Right,
spiritual
right. No, no.
connection.
And they work hand in hand.
Okay. Okay.
Right,
So you can get a soul tie, a connection, emotional and a spiritual connection with
right,
somebody, right?
right.
So how do you prevent that from somebody you have to deal
Man,
with on a day-to-day basis?
that's why. Wait a minute. That's why I said because you know how to protect yourself. See, some like you can do that with your. That's what I say a soul tie is. A lot of times, a soul tie is a person that you got. That's like like I said, the best friend, that family member. It ain't it a soul tie. A soul tie can't is not somebody who that's just something we should have got away from, and we think it is something that it's not. A soul tie, a lot of times, a soul times, oh, right. That's what I'm saying. Just because you feel like you got a soul tie, don't mean that you have it. That's why I say this right here is beyond feeling. This is the
But I'm
essence.
saying, I understand that, but I'm
Right.
saying that you still can get a soul tie from people. How do you, okay, put it like
So,
this.
so
Me,
okay,
who
go
I
ahead, go ahead.
am, hold on. Me, who I
Okay,
am, how I help people, the way I
right.
care and the way I love for people attracts a lot of people to me.
That don't
Now,
mean that's
I
a
know
soul tie.
how to, hold on, listen to me.
Okay, okay, okay.
Forgive me. But
No, you
however,
good.
I know how to connect. I mean, I know how to protect myself. But
Right.
however, far as them getting a soul tie with me, an emotional connection, because first of all, I have had people tell me I've never met someone like you. I've never met someone who can understand me the way you understand me. I've helped
Right.
people when I'm feeling sick or going through something. Oh my gosh, when I have somebody, when I was sick or going through something, somebody
Mm-hmm.
came to me and told me, hey, you need to get yourself together because what am I gonna do if you're not here? This and that. I
Right,
have
right,
had
right, right.
multiple people tell me stuff like that. So they are developing a soul tie. I mean, I'm not saying that that person is developing a
Right,
soul tie
right.
with me, but it's easy for some people to develop one with me because I'm not like what they have experienced before. A
That
lot
don't
of
mean they're
people
soul.
tell me what.
That don't mean it's. Oh, that don't mean all that. I understand all that. What
I'm
I'm
not
saying
saying
is
that means I'm not saying that that means that they have a soul tie with me. I'm
right,
saying that they can develop into a soul tie
but it a soul tie again.
because emotional feelings.
Wait a minute. What you mean when you say soul? A soul. It's a difference between. It's a difference between a love. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between like care. A soul tie. A soul tie. Like was said earlier, like your best friend. A soul tie ain't gonna just. It don't. I understand because I know what you're saying. Like because of who you are, you a loving person, and you bring something different to their life. So, does like because they feel that way. If you feel like they are developing a soul tie or something you're not wanting, that's when you have to be like, okay, I see this is not. I have to deal with you every day, but now I'm finna do it a different way. Again, it's a soul tie. A lot of times, it's somebody who you've been cool with forever. Y'all don't talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't vibe all the time. But when y'all do, that's male or female, and that a lot of times develop over time. That's what a soul tie is. Your best friend. That's sometimes we can think it's that's what soul ties are. Your best friend. Your best friend.
No, I ain't gonna say a soul tie your best friend, cause baby, you can get soul ties with somebody. Just not your best
But
friend.
how? Let me ask you this, because I think we're probably looking at it from two different time frames. Like, are you saying the soul ties can how long has like the interaction been going? Because that matters too.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, I can't say how long it's been going. Some people go for a couple of weeks, months,
Right, right.
years. I mean, I can't say. But I mean, it's just some people, because what you have to realize is that this world is hurting.
Fact.
Every
I agree.
person on this
I,
earth is going through something.
I agree.
Every person on this earth is going through some type of depression.
I agree.
Everybody is going through some hurt and pain. That's why when I tell people, when people come to me talking negative about folks, if you ain't trying to help them, don't bring it to me. Because when
Right.
you come to me and you bring something negative about somebody, I'm gonna listen to you.
We
But
gotta
my next objective is, okay, how we finna help them out?
right.
Oh, you not trying to help them? Well, leave them alone.
Leave
Don't
them
talk
alone.
about them because baby, your shit stink too.
Come on now.
Don't act like your house clean.
Come on
Keep
now.
around your own front door.
Come on now. Come on now.
But everyone is going through hurt and pain, and for me to be the type of person that I am, a lot of people do get attached to me.
Yeah, I agree. I see that. But we have to be able to soul ties, attachment and soul ties. That's why I say that's because a soul tie can't be one side. A soul tie ain't gonna be one side.
What?
It's not gonna be a soul
You
tie.
can get a soul tie.
Because if it's a soul tie, that means y'all tied together. You got to be connected to have a soul tie. You can feel that way, but if I don't feel that way, that's not a soul tie. That's not a soul tie because I don't feel that way about you, so we don't connect. So that's not considered a soul tie. That's an attachment. I need to get you off of me. That's not a soul tie. A soul tie is we both connected on the same end. That's why I say it's like a best friend or that family member. It's usually that's usually what a soul tie would go. Because you don't have to talk to them every day.
Baby,
You know,
I mean, okay, I hear you, but I mean, I'm just looking at like an unhealthy soul tie on a family friend relationship. Mm-mm. I'm not seeing it the way you see it.
Okay, so I have a soul tie, right? I'm gonna speak from. I'm gonna be transparent right now. I have a soul tie. Okay, it's a young lady. We've never ever. Maybe it's because her mom was my music mentor, right? But we've never been in compromise. Like we ain't never like did. You know what I'm saying? No, and it's more of a. People say, well, ain't no way a relationship can be where y'all ain't never. No, because that's little sister. That's, you know what I'm saying. So we don't talk every day. We don't talk every day. We don't see each other every day.
So what makes you feel like you have a soul tie to her?
I'm finna tell you. I'm finna tell you. But when we do talk, when we do connect, when we do video with each other, it's like it's like we talk to each other every day. We tripping, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, well, why you ain't called? It's talking to family. It's you. Oh, yeah, I'm good. You're catching up. It's like it ain't never happened. It's like we talk it's like you talk every day. Like y'all been around each other every day, and you vibe. That's a soul tie. It's platonic. It ain't nothing romantic. You know what I'm saying? It's family. It's family. That's what a soul tie is. Both of y'all connected. Because when you talking to them and they talking to you, y'all both feel the vibe. Y'all both, you know what I'm saying? And you fucks with them. Like tough. You don't talk every day. You don't see each other every day. Y'all ain't in each other's business. They doing their life. They doing, you may like a few things every now and time on social media. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, y'all vibe. But now, when it comes to a point where that's unhealthy and I can feel a disconnect, now it's time for the expiration date. That's why I say everybody in your life at some point has to fit in one of these categories. One of these categories, and that's an unhealthy. When it comes to the point where we not that vibe ain't the same. We video chat, we talk to each other. Now it's like it ain't the same feeling no more. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like it ain't the same, you know, the love ain't the same, the vibe ain't the same. Now it's time to get away. Now it's time to get away. But if somebody is attached to you and you don't feel the same way about them, that's not a soul tie because y'all not connected. That's a leech. That's a parasite. And them the type of people that.
So what about you having a soul tie on somebody? I mean, you saying you're a leech or parasite. Let's say that you have a soul tie with her. You say you have a soul tie with her, but she don't feel that she have one with you. So you're a leech.
That's why I say connected, because if you connected, the vibe is the same. If you connected, y'all call each other out the blue. And when you call her or she call you, no matter what it is, it's the same. Man, what's up, Sid? What's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's the same. The vibe and the feeling is reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. And then if you call them and you know what I'm saying? Hey, you good? You know, you all right? Man, I don't know how you knew to call me. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when the vibe ain't there. But 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell you anyway. But that's the soul tie. You will be both of y'all gonna know because you connected. It's tied up. It's a tie. If the disconnection is there, both of y'all gonna be able to feel it. And a lot of times that happens when you take it and you start. It goes from platonic to romantic. That's when shit start going, you know what I'm saying? Haywire. Right. The universe gonna let you know when it's time to step up. That's why I say you're gonna be able to feel the vibe. The vibe gonna be different. If I call my little sister now, and we ain't talked in I don't know how long, and I know, but she'll, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. So that's how you know. You don't have to sit there and tell a person you my soul tie. Once you can identify what they are, it's you know what I'm saying. It's you oh man, this person right here is a soul tie. It's an emotional, it's spiritual, it's not physical. It's an emotional, it's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's them bringing up the essence of me. That's a soul tie. That's a soul tie. Them the ones that's healthy. I said them are soul ties. Those are the ones healthy. Huh?
You said those are the ones that who?
Are healthy. Those are healthy soul ties. But when you start feeling the disconnect and you still it's like now it's trying to be forced. Now it's turning to an unhealthy soul tie. The vibe ain't the same, but now you can tell it's being forced on both sides. Even though y'all don't talk all the time, and you may talk once or twice, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But when you do it, it's different. You will know. Now it's time to get away from that. It is what you were talking about, that unhealthy, you know what I'm saying? That unhealthy soul tie. That's why everybody in your life outside of this, and sometimes it can be family that you got to, you know what I'm saying? That just means your circle gonna get smaller. Sometimes your circle gonna get smaller. But everybody in your life outside of that, you know what I'm saying, that little bubble, they have to fit in this part of your life. Everybody has to fit in a certain aspect of life. What type of relationship we gonna have?
Nobody got to fit into my life.
Girl.
Because I'm going good without.
Come on,
me and my flower. My flower. As long as I got my flower, I'm good. I don't need no other.
I heard it put folks to sleep.
Huh?
I said I heard it put folks to sleep.
Yeah, that's I got a soul tie with my flowers. That's right. That's my soul tie.
Oh man. No, man.
That's a healthy one though, because it don't talk back or none of that. It makes me feel good when I walk in and I see it like, hey, babe.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that, Lynn. Right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That's why these are uncomfortable conversations. That's exactly why these are uncomfortable conversations. I'm glad you having them, Miss CeCe. You don't know how many people. You don't know how many people you are.
Conversations.
Huh?
Yeah, I missed what you said, but I know what you said.
Yeah, you don't know how many people need to have these conversations and need these conversations.
Yeah.
They need these type of conversations.
Especially the one on soul ties.
Right.
And two, y'all got a soul tie with somebody and you need help breaking it, hit me up.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Hey.
That's what I'm here for. To empower you. To help you get through this.
On there.
Empowering purposeful living through heartfelt guidance and love. So hey, hit me up.
I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
And shoot, you can sit here and watch me go through my journey of detachment from mine. Hey. I love teaching. I love being an example.
Yeah, come on now. Because experience is the best key. How can I help somebody get through it if I ain't never been through it myself?
If I ain't been through it myself. Because I promise you, you can't sit here and you can't tell me nothing if you ain't experienced something yourself. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me how I feel to have a baby? You ain't never had a baby.
Come on, man. Come on now. We're gonna raise your preaching offer because you soul preaching.
You don't sit here. I love you too, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. We gotta end it already. We need to y'all add me on TikTok. have to start putting my information on here because I want to start taking these conversations to TikTok. Oh, there you go. I did put on here. So add me on TikTok. We're gonna start doing our lives on TikTok too. So.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure I be watching that.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna make sure when you start watching, when you start doing your, I'm gonna make sure I'm watching them. When you start doing them on TikTok, I said I'm gonna make sure I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm ready for that one because on TikTok y'all can actually chime in and actually be in the conversation. And that's what I like. I wish we could do it on here like this, but no. Facebook be tripping with a lot of stuff. Facebook and some other people. Huh?
I said, no, you ain't calling them out, is
you? Yeah, it's some other people on here that be. My tickety top information.
We'll put it back across the screen.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one. This one lasted longer than I expected it to. But I enjoy talking with y'all. Y'all fun. Y'all bring excitement. CeCe _ unheated _ profit. So, and for the people that don't have social media like that, it won't hurt just to download it for you to sit in a couple of my live chats, you know. I know, Rachel. It's fun. It's interesting. You don't know. It was very hard for me to do the one for tonight. Like my mood was just completely off, and I wanted to cancel it, but I pushed through it, and it turned out better than I thought it was going to. Thanks to my support system that I have. I'm not gonna lie. I have an amazing support team. I love my support.
That's very, very good. Got to have it.
Yeah, I gotta have it because sometimes you know it things are hard. Like I say, everyone's going through stuff. I mean, even the people that seem like they shit is together all the way, they going through something. They just cover it up and hide it better than the other person. Everyone's going through something. Thank you for the follow, Rachel.
Man. CeCe, you got it on screen.
Oh, gee. Well, I mean, we don't have that. We don't have that conversation. I ain't gonna talk about eating pussy or nothing like that. I'm gonna talk about, the lollipop. I mean, I don't have experience with eating tacos, as they say. I don't have experience with eating tacos. I can't speak on it.
I love tacos.
But now, sucking on them suckers, yeah, I got you on that one. You need some advice, I got you. I got advice on that one. And shit, I don't know everything. If y'all got some advice, y'all guys, you like it when a female do this and do that to you, you can put it out there. You can put it out there. What you for? You weren't expecting to go that way, huh?
No, that one really did. Yeah, that one fucked me up with that one.
Yeah. I missed those shows, but I had some folks that was hating, and they started reporting stuff. I'm still gonna do those shows, but I'm thinking about taking it to go to bed. I'm thinking about taking it to X.
Oh yeah. So, he said they're eating the cats. They're
eating the cats.
He said they're eating the cats. Good night, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow, that's a nice way to end.
Y'all have
Wow.
a good night. Thank you
Mm.
for joining. Lim, since you got a special request for talking about quote unquote tacos, eating tacos, I'm gonna see about bringing it back.
Oh
So,
my.
and maybe you could call in and chime in on that one if you want to talk about it. Give us some pointers and tell us what you do to make your woman excited.
Oh wow. I'm gonna make sure I got my notepad.
And Rachel, you can chime in and say you can chime in too, Rachel. Give your input. How you keep your man happy. I'm gonna have my notepad too. Because we all can learn. We all can learn from everyone. Don't think I know, right? Don't think you know everything. Everybody no one knows everything. You always can learn something from somebody, no matter how old or how young they are. You can always learn. I love you all. Y'all have a good night.
Welcome to a world where sophistication meets seduction, where intellect ignites desire, the Eloquent Bar, where the conversation is as captivating as our hosts. Join us for a journey through the realms of love, lust, and everything in between. We'll delve into the complexities of relationships, explore the depths of desire, and share stories that will leave you breathless. Be prepared for the unexpected. This is a space where boundaries blur and passions ignite. You never know where the conversation will lead, but one thing's for sure, it will be unforgettable. So fasten your seatbelt. And let's embark on this thrilling adventure together. The Eloquent Bar, where the grown, sexy, and elegant come for that mind-tingling conversation. Subscribe, like, share,